she's telling me that I tend to get it right.
All right, guys, it is a very special day. That's why I got the old 2016 Dyna Lowrider S out. Figured we'd go for a little spin, talk about some stuff, specifically what is inside this box. And yeah, we'll get to it. Let's rock and roll. Oh, and because it's such a special day, I'm thinking I should probably give something away by the end of the video. I'll have to figure it out.
So stay with me, yeah. Just be safe and hold on tight. Is it just me who's falling? I will be there before you have to wait for me. Been hiding.
Oh yeah, the old Dyna Lowrider S is a ripper. Such a blast to ride this thing. I don't get it out enough. It's so busy. Oh yeah, the old Lowrider S has been waiting to get out. So this is one of my favorite places to ride, guys. You've seen it, a lot of you in the videos and stuff here and there. I have so many places to ride, it's unbelievable out my back door, but I often come up here to chill out, gather my thoughts, de-stress. I get really busy, and I have a place up here that I often just chill for a little bit. So just to give you a little context, we've been going on the YouTube channel for 7 years straight now, the podcast 7 years straight, and everything in between, of course. So it's an exciting day, but I want to give you something up front to lay the foundation. You know, at the end of the day, numbers to me don't matter. I didn't start the channel for numbers. I started it to help educate and entertain bikers, and we're doing that after 7 years. So a lot of people think subscriber numbers on YouTube are super important, and don't get me wrong, it's cool. It's social proof, but make no mistake about it, it is a vanity metric, guys. And what I mean by that is YouTube doesn't care how many subscribers you have. It doesn't mean much to them as far as the algorithm goes. It used to way back in the day when we started, but now you can have 2 million subscribers and not have a great channel. And what I mean is it's all about now it's all about watch time. How many people click into the videos, watch time, and how long they're actually staying and watching your videos. So that's what YouTube these days cares about. So you can actually, some channels, smaller channels, have way more views and watch time than what you think would be a popular channel. And one thing I want to mention real quick, guys, if you're at all thinking, you know, maybe you want to dabble with a YouTube channel, my #1 recommendation: don't ever get into YouTube thinking you're gonna make a ton of money. Do it for the right reasons. Do it, you know, to help, to educate, to entertain, to inspire. Whatever your mission is, do it for those reasons. And if it's meant to be, the rest will fall into place.
All right, found a nice quiet spot. Guess this will be my chilling spot today. So first things first, and that is a big shout out to you, everybody out there, the community that has supported me and Law Abiding Biker Media for the past 7 years, and your continued support. We literally couldn't keep going without that. So sincerely, I just want to say thank you. Oh, and make sure you comment below. I'm actually very curious, like, what your first experience was with this channel or Law Abiding Biker Media in general. Was it the podcast? Was it a Google search? Was it a YouTube video that popped up, or word of mouth? Yeah, let me know. Taking it back to 2013. So truth be told, the YouTube channel really was an afterthought. The way I started Law Abiding Biker Media way back when is with a podcast, and I did it as a hobby. Had no intention of, you know, that it would ever make any money. I wanted to help educate, inspire, entertain bikers. I did it with the iPad and like a condenser mic in my daughter's closet is how I started. I used it for soundproofing. Yeah, very, very humble beginnings. And I'm very proud to say that the podcast is still going strong to this very day. Thanks for your support, everybody over there too. And of course, you can listen to it on any podcast app. Yeah, I eventually came out of the closet. The podcast closet, that is, because we grew and I was able to move out of my daughter's closet into a bigger office and then eventually our bonus room at our house. And I thought after, I don't know, 6 months, a year, I thought there's got to be a way that I can reach and help even more bikers. And so, light bulb. Let's try and dabble in this YouTube thing. And I know a lot of you are like, yeah, right, afterthought. Well, it really was. And back then, all I had was a cheap old handy cam, no good lighting or anything like that. And with a little cranking, got the oil filter off. Just had to get a different angle on it. Those should not be that tight. And I just couldn't find a lot of good content on YouTube, so I thought, let's give it a shot. And we did our first oil change video on a Harley, and that video kind of blew up. And at that time, AdSense was kind of new, and I actually didn't even know you could make money on YouTube, but I was strictly doing it to help bikers. And let me just make one thing very clear. Making money on YouTube, it's really a joke. And if that's what you're in it for, your motors are really in the wrong place, and that's going to be a losing battle. You see AdSense and all those commercials they run against your YouTube videos, well, Google's the one really getting rich off that. The creators are getting pennies per 1,000 clicks. So to make any sort of money, really, you have to have a pretty large channel and a lot of views, and that takes a long time to get. And I believe right now you have to have over 10,000 subscribers anyways to even get your foot in the door on AdSense. That is not where most YouTube channels make their money. I mean, it helps, don't get me wrong. It's just not a big chunk of the pie. And so after that first video and some subsequent videos, I realized that along with the podcast that I could reach and help a lot more bikers doing the YouTube channel on top of it. And let me say, we started out very humbly. The audio, the video, the lighting, horrible. I leave them up because that's where we came from. They still help bikers. But I was able to dump a lot of money back into what we have now, which is high-end film gear, cameras, audio, lighting, and all the things you need to have a really successful YouTube channel. And on top of it, I socked a lot of money away for years, and we were able to, about 1.5 years ago, build a more dedicated shop, workspace, and studio. Okay, so I talked about monetization a little bit ago. Let me dive in just a little bit deeper. So, you know, a lot of us here, we all still work full-time jobs, and then we do this on our days off. And when you're pumping out, you know, 14, 15-hour days year after year, you've got to justify that, and you've got to start to monetize if you want to grow and you want to help and reach more bikers, because you need to buy film gear and lighting and things like that. And again, you just need to justify that. So you got to find other ways to monetize, because obviously YouTube AdSense isn't really doing it. So obviously we have our Patron membership. I'll link to it in the description below. Get signed up, you get benefits, and we absolutely love our Patron members. They're kind of the backbone for us, and we love interacting with them in the private troll-free Facebook group and all that kind of stuff, guys. And then of course we did the store, the Law-Abiding Biker store, and we know a lot of you support us over there. And so you just have to find different ways to monetize over time. And I don't want to forget to mention that we also have, you know, been sponsored for the podcast and done some sponsored content on this YouTube channel. And of course our premium for purchase motorcycle tutorial videos. And of course everything I talk about, guys, as usual, link description below. And so as we got some funds, I dumped a lot of money back into the business, and that's when things really started growing. Of course, with that is also a lot of responsibility, and if I wasn't already working too hard on my days off, now I work even harder to keep everything going at this point. So my whole point in telling you a lot of this is that having a YouTube channel, a podcast, all that, it is tough, and it's a grind, and it takes blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of dedication to keep pumping out content. So the next question, why the hell do I keep doing it, right? Well, it's because I actually really do love the motorcycle community. I love helping, educating, entertaining, and inspiring bikers around the world. It's what still drives me to this day. And one of my favorite things still to this very day is interacting with the biker community. And let me tell you that it's still to this day very inspiring when I see comments on the YouTube videos or the podcast. If we do a tutorial and somebody said it helped them through a problem, or our documentary films and people say, hey, that film inspired me, moved me, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna do a cross-country trip. Let me tell you that when I hear things like that, that is still the very reason to this day that I do what I do. And I will tell you that in our pursuit of trying to reach as many bikers as we can, we made a lot of mistakes through the years. That's fair to say. And you have to be very flexible, because everything within YouTube changes all the time. Different things work. You kind of have to just keep trying new things and see what sticks and how you can best serve the community. And that's what we're always looking at. So the question you're probably wondering is, what is in the mystery box, huh? Let's check it out. And I actually had to leave the box at home because it wouldn't fit with all my gear. Drum roll. Look at that. Get this plastic off of it. There it is, guys. Our official Silver Play 100,000 YouTube subscriber award. And so yes, YouTube actually sends these out to creators after they pass that 100,000 subscribers, and then there's also other awards as you grow in size. And so presented to Ryan Erlacher for passing 100,000 subscribers. YouTube, it is the Silver Play button, and although it's a little token for all the work I put in, it's still pretty cool, and it should look nice in the studio. And it comes with a little letter, and I think it would be appropriate to read this letter. You've just done something that very few YouTube creators accomplish. You had an astonishing 100,000 people subscribe to your channel. We know that numbers on YouTube can get really big, but we hope that you don't lose sight of the reality behind that 6-digit milestone. Each and every person who has subscribed to your channel has been touched by what you've created. They were inspired, challenged, or entertained. You achieved this milestone with hard work, perseverance, and probably a healthy sense of humor too. What you've accomplished can't be taken away from you, and we'd like to recognize you and all your hard work with this Silver Creator Award, a small token of our esteem and respect. We know that you don't do this for rewards. You do it because you have a drive to create and share, and because you've found an audience who cares. Believe us when we say that we can't wait to see what you do next. 1 million subscribers may seem a long way off right now, but you're closer than you think, and we're rooting for you. Congratulations, yours sincerely, and it's from the CEO of YouTube, Susan. I don't know how to say her last name. So, pretty nice, and a lot of what's said in here is very true. I just want to give you guys a closer look at it, because it's pretty cool. Do you get it? Yeah, it's a mirror. YouTube, right? YouTube. Pretty clever. So quick little story about when we actually turned the 100,000 subscriber counter. It was a long week. I was tired working at the paint job. I knew we were getting close. And there's some websites where it can actually do real-time subscribers. However, it only counts in hundreds. So we got to 99,900. And I left work and came home and was hoping to catch it. And I actually got it up on my computer screen in my editing studio and was recording for a long time. And I actually captured it, and right when it turned 100,000, and at that time I did some social media posts and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, pretty exciting, and I was pleased that I got to actually catch it when it happened. And I mean it when I say this award is as much yours out there as it is ours here. I want to personally and sincerely thank you, as does everybody here at Law Abiding Biker Media, for your continued support and love that you have shown this channel, and continue, and have no doubt we're going to keep coming at you strong with content. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't discovered or listened to the Law Abiding Biker podcast yet, I'm telling you, you're missing out. There is a ton of content over there. We have a lot of fun, and we get in a lot more depth on a lot of issues.
Nearly gave you a heart attack. Thought I told you to watch your back. Never know what to expect. It's solid fact. Guess I'd rather be on vacation. Guess I haven't got the education. I don't really have an explanation. So I found a new game to play. Thought I told you to stay away. But
So in celebration, I think I should give something away like we do on this channel often. And I'm thinking a couple travel, bug slide travel kits with a microfiber cloth. It is our #1 go-to waterless motorcycle cleaning solution. We sell the heck out of it in the Law Abiding Biker store. So to be qualified to win, a couple weeks, guys. We'll give it a couple weeks, but you got to comment, thumbs up, you got to share the video, and keep checking back. In a couple weeks, I'll pin the 2 winners to the top in the comments. I'll pin it right at the top and tell you how to get a hold of us, and see if we can get some bug slide and maybe some stickers. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll throw something else in there. So yeah, get entered, guys. Somebody's got to win it, right? We are going to be in Sturgis this year. It's going to be a blast. The entire Law Abiding Biker crew, pretty much. And we're going to have a public meetup where we can shake your hand, say hi. We'll be at Black Hills Harley-Davidson. Ciro 3D booth for an hour, Rickrak booth for an hour, and I will link to it in the description below. And then our beloved special patron member only meetup ride and dinner event at an undisclosed location outside of Sturgis. I will put a link to the sign up form and the requirements and what level you need to be signed up as and all that kind of stuff. I'll leave it in the description below.
Fortune, I'm flipping the ride. I can't be mixy when iffy the vibe. And 40 on 50 is really the time. Why are you all on my phone like you want me? Like you wasn't pushing the kid to the side. I don't know if you bitches are thinking I'm blind. Cross on my crosses and doubt on my eyes. Done with your efforts, I'm dealing with pressures. I know it's a lesson, that's word of the wise. Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing. I needed some personal time.